Hi, I'm Amelia.
And I'm Susritha.
And this is our submission, Allergenx.
So, why do allergies matter? I know for a fact many of us have family members or friends who we know have allergies, and allergies are something that is very common in the United States. In fact, 32 million Americans have food allergies, 8% of them are children. Some of these allergies can have very severe reactions, while some of them don't have that severe reactions. Um, So one of the most common allergy people have is pollen allergies, where 1 in 5 people in America suffer from them. I know people in my school come in spring sniffling, coughing, sneezing, and it's not fun to not know about how severe the pollen outside can be. Some other common forms of allergies are food allergies. A lot of people don't read labels properly and can eat hidden allergies inside their food and be completely unknown of them. Either way, allergies are something that is an important problem. And it's something that it's a common struggle that many Americans face this day, and there's really no cure that can help them relieve it or from their suffering. So, what are some common challenges? Some common challenges that people face with allergies is that reading and finding allergens that affect them and the long ingredients lists that are commonly found in many food. I know that now processed foods are becoming uh, more common and the ingredients lists are starting to get longer, especially for daily products. And it can be hard to find their potential allergen just by reading the label. Sometimes some specific allergens like soybeans won't be listed, and more common allergens like milk, peanuts, and eggs are listed. And in fact, it could just be hard to find the allergen just by reading and specifically look for something you're trying to avoid. Another common challenge is that people with allergies forgetting the emergency medication is mostly their EpiPen. A lot of people forget their expiration date or just forget it and don't know how to replace it. And 10 to 15% of the use of the percent of the United States often use expired EpiPens, which can sometimes have health risks and other common challenges. In addition to that, there's another challenge is the lack of awareness and environmental triggers like pollen or the air quality, which people don't know of. So they don't know how much actual pollen is in their area and often come outside unprepared and don't take any type of allergy medication for it. And finally, during times of an emergency, close relatives or family contacts are not notified in case of an allergic reaction, which can lead to some life-threatening situations. So we decided to make an app to solve all these problems, Allergenx. The tool we use to make these apps are the platform Xcode, the iOS language Swift, and we also use two APIs which are from AccuWeather for pollen information, and we use Nutrition IX for IX for food information.
So now I'm going to demonstrate how Allergenx works and how its functions and features can help people with allergies in real life. So the first thing we're going to do is open up the app. And when we open up the app, we're greeted with the home screen with 5 buttons or 5 sections. And each of these sections has their own importance and function. So the first one is the emergency button. And this can help any person who's suffering from a severe allergic reaction and needs to call 911 immediately, or they want to notify a family member or friend. So in the beginning, at the top, we can see a reminder on how to use an EpiPen, just like a small little rhyme. And there's also going to be another reminder to actually read the instructions on the EpiPen for proper use. So when you initially press the call SOS button without creating an emergency contact, it's going to say invalid phone number. So what you're going to do in our app is you're going to create an emergency contact. And then again, you can put like any type of phone number or person. So it can be 911 or it can be like a trusted family member or friend. The purpose of this button is to notify whoever wants to like show a person that they're having an emergency situation. So in this case, I'm going to be demonstrating it. So I'm just going to be putting in my phone number. And now it has the current emergency number. It's displayed down below. So now when you actually call the SOS button, it's going to confirm your call. Notifies the person who is listed as the emergency contact. So then again, that can be 911 or that can be anyone you trust. Now the next button is the food allergen scanner. So this is helpful for people who have distinct allergies or general allergies and don't actually want to read the ingredient labels. So I'm going to be scanning with a known product that has allergens in it. And as you can see, when I turned it directly immediately to the barcode, it scanned it and it listed all the potential allergens and all the ingredients. Now what's good about this thing is it can also like notify people with like lesser known allergies like soybean, which we can see down below, because I know a lot of people have peanut allergies, and that is bolded in like the ingredients label, but a lot of people can't catch that. And even people with soybean allergies, it's not bolded because it's not that much of a common allergy. And for the second product is Chex Mix cereal. So this I don't think has any allergies, which is true, as nothing is notified on the app. Nothing is put in red as a potential allergen, which shows that it actually works and it can point out any type of allergen for any type of person. So the next button is identification, and this is really good if like a person is having an allergic reaction and their face is swelling up, or like someone who can't be identified and emergency services need to identify the person. So when you click the identification button, it goes up, and it's also good. It also has use as an EpiPen tracker, because a lot of people who have an EpiPen, they often misplace it, and so they need a good place to like store it so other people can know, so they can actually inject it into them just in case. So in order to do this, you first click the red plus button, and this is a new contact. So this can be the user of this app or like other users, like for example, any children that have allergies, their parents can manage this app. So you can put a photo for your contact for identification. You can also put their full name, their phone number, their home address, which can be like anything, but as long as it's their address, just for identification, and their EpiPen location. So an example is in back pocket of bag. So when a person does this, they can like see, oh, this is where the EpiPen is, so I can use this to inject it into myself. Another good thing is it can also track the EpiPen's expiration date, since EpiPens are also really expensive, and expired EpiPens can often cause medical problems or be toxic to use. So if I did put the expiration date, like let's say it's already expired like yesterday, that means that it will notify the user, as we can see right now when we save the contact. It says it's expired. It shows the expiration date, and it shows that it expired immediately, which means that the person who's using this app needs to replace it. And you can add multiple people into here. It doesn't really matter. It's just for identification use. But yeah. So that's the identification button. Now it's the pollen and area button. What this button will do is you can pick any city, or you can put in the city that you live in. So I'm just gonna put my city, and it's gonna show all the pollen types and air quality indexes in your area. So as we can see, my air quality is moderate, and my grass, mold, ragweed, and tree pollen is low. It also shows the UV index, which can be helpful to people who have allergic reactions to sunlight. And the pollen area button is also really good for people who just have general allergies to pollen, because I know a lot of people, they don't really take any medication for it or don't come prepared, which can like lead to like a lot of sniffling and sneezing during spring. So the final button is the symptoms diary button. So this button is good if you want to be tracking any type of symptoms that you have, just in case you want to show your doctor or like any medical supervisor. So you can pick any date in this, like I can pick before, after, last year, etc. But the main gist of it is that it's supposed to track all your symptoms and you can like check like what previous symptoms you've had and like come to conclusions based off of that. So if I just select a bunch of symptoms, it's going to save the entry onto the allergy diary. So now you can see that I previously put a bunch of entries on October 28th and the 27th. And if I wanted to create a new entry, I just press the plus button and it will work, which is what we can see right here. If I did it for November 1st, it would work. And this is really good for people who just want to like check their allergies, like see if like anything's like increasing or if they have any suspicions on what they have, and they can show this to any medical provider.